quick audio check. Audio check. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Audio check. We'll be going live here in just a couple minutes. Welcome, basketball fans, to the matchup today in Waupaca, the Waupaca Comets versus the Oconto Falls Panthers. Records for both teams: the Comets at 2-6 overall, 1-3 in the conference. Oconto Falls 3-5 overall, 1-3 in the conference as well. Dan Nelson here with Zaleski Sports, with Gus Olson on the production side of things. To my left, we'll be doing the game again here in Waupaca. Big game for both teams here, trying to get a win, kind of keep their season progressing here, seeing if they can gain some positive momentum in the conference, with this being a conference matchup. Game will be starting here. Well, we'll have in about 45 seconds, we'll be passing it over to the public address announcer for the announcements. Leading both squads today, Oconto Falls is led by Riley Shallow with 15 points per game, and Maddie Maloney with 13 points a game. Ella Lige is leading with 11 rebounds per game. Comets led by Haley Bouchard with 13 a game, and Rozzy Waymeyer with 13 a game as well. So with that being said, we are going to turn it over to the public address announcer for some announcements and the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The school district of Waupaca welcomes you to Waupaca High School, home of the Comets. Tonight's officials are Greg Cossack, Todd Stewart, and Jonathan Krause. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for our national anthem.
we have 6 exit points, and to our right, we also have 6. Also, we want first to be safe. Please, if you see something, say something. We have supervisors at every event. Lastly, one of our goals at Waupaca High School is teaching lifelong values. Sportsmanship is one value that makes these games an educational experience. Remember, be a good sport, and now, let's meet our starting lineup. Go!
All right, with that being said, we are now going to get into the starting lineups for both teams. So we'll start with the starting lineups for the Panthers from Oconto Falls. Starting off will be number 2, Riley Shallow. Number 5, Izzy Otto. Number 10, Ella Yankee. Number 15, Maddie Maloney. And senior number 20, Lilia Lige. Oconto Falls coached by head coach Tim Solaric. Now your starting lineups. Our starting lineup for the Waupaca Comets. Junior number 1, Haley Bouchard. Junior number 2, Ava Whittle. Junior number 12, Taylor Kling. Senior number 30, Josie Nickel. Senior number 44, Rozzy Wiemeyer. And Rob Shear, head coach for the Comets. And we are just about set to tip off here in Waupaca. Waymeyer doing the jumping against Ella Yankee. And the tip won by the Comets and then thrown away. Ball thrown over to Riley Shallow, lead scorer for the Panthers. Ball knocked out, back to Shallow. And now pass picked off by Taylor Kling, up with the left, no good. Boarded by Shallow, she'll take the ball up the court. Kicks it over to Izzy Otto, back to Shallow. And over to Lige. Shallow again. Trying to look down low. They do find open, but no good. Trying to see who that was. Looked like that was Riley Shallow with the attempt, but not able to convert. So just underway here in Waupaca, 0-0. Just a minute gone by so far in this game. Haley Bouchard up top for the Comets. Onto the wing was Ava Whittle. Now Waymeyer with the ball. Over to Kling. In the corner to Josie Nickel, up, no good, but boarded by Waymeyer. Deep three by Haley Bouchard, no good, and board to Oconto Falls. And here's Shallow over on the right wing. And a double up top by Whittle and Bouchard, but able to pass out of it. Over to Shallow, jump shot up, no good. Bouchard with the board. And she kicks it over to Taylor Kling. And back to Bouchard up top where they will reset. Ava Whittle now with the ball. Hits Bouchard crossing. And ball back out to Haley Bouchard. And Comets passing it around. Looks like running some sort of a zone as Oconto Falls. Looks like a 2-3, I believe. Comets trying to use Waymeyer in the middle to pass out of that zone. Waymeyer goes up, no good. May have been partially blocked, but she does get the ball back. Now this time stolen by Shallow. Shallow will take the ball up the court where she is doubled up top. And Bouchard, nice steal, looking up top, has Ava Whittle wide open, but just over her outstretched fingertips for a turnover for the Comets. The ball will go back to Oconto Falls. Still 0-0. A couple minutes gone by here in this first half. And this time, looks like Josie Holtz into the game for Oconto Falls. And turnover, but then fought back is, let's see, that's number 15, Maddie Maloney, drives and gets fouled by Josie Nickel. Her first, team first. Maloney to the line for 2. Go Waupaca from Koinonia in downtown Waupaca. Koinonia means community. What does community mean to you? Treat yourself to a variety of local Waupaca vendors all under one roof at Koinonia in downtown Waupaca. Maloney, both free throws up and good. And now they're going to do, it looks like a full court press or a 3/4 court press. Looks like a 2-2-1 press. Could be a 2-3 press. They just move it into a 2-2-1. And nice backdoor cut, but a double dribble. That's Whittle with the turnover. Ball kicked over to Josie Holtz. 3-point attempt by Josie, and it is up and good. Early 5-0 lead here in Waupaca for Oconto Falls. And we're going to have another turnover by the Comets. Travel by Josie Nickel. And Holtz bringing it back up. Long 3 and good. And that is Maddie Maloney. 5 points early in the game here for her. Again, quick 8-0 lead for the Panthers. Josie Nickel trying to get Waupaca on the board, no good. And here come the Panthers again. And we have a turnover. It looks like that was number 20. Lilia Lige throws the ball out of bounds, so ball will turnover, go back to the Comets. And Bouchard taking the ball up the court. Finds Waymeyer in the middle, throws it over to Josie Nickel. Tries to get it over to Whittle, hits the rim. Up and another turnover by the Comets. Here's Holtz taking the ball down. And it is kicked out of bounds by Rosie Waymeyer. Ball will stay with the Panthers. And now number 12 coming in the game for Oconto Falls, Briley Gorman. And in for Lige. And kicks it out to Maloney. Nice fake, and then knocked out of bounds by Haley Bouchard. She will do that a lot. Haley great up top in that Comets defense, forcing turnovers, and gets her hands on almost everything. And here is Shallow with the drive, not able to finish. Waymeyer with the board. Over to Bouchard, who will take the ball up the court. Deep 3 by Haley Bouchard, no good. And boarded by Oconto Falls, knocked out of bounds, and will stay with Oconto Falls. So Comets just not able to get anything going early in this game. A couple 3-point attempts, no good, but they are going to do, looks like doing some sort of a half-court press. I don't know if they're going to combine that into some sort of a zone, but are able to force a turnover with it. So the ball will come back to the Comets. And again, Bouchard taking the ball up the court. Over to Ava Whittle, back to Kling. Bouchard with the drive, step back, 2 and up and good for Bouchard. First points for the Comets, first points for Bouchard as well. Shallow with the drive, up with the shot, no good. Boarded by Whittle. And she'll get it out to Bouchard, who will get it over to Kling. And they get the ball over to Josie Nickel. She'll step into a shot, up and good for Josie Nickel. So Comets 2 for 2 on their last 2 possessions. An 8-4 lead, Oconto Falls over the Comets. Comets again dropping into, it looks like some sort of a zone. And Maloney with the 3-point attempt, no good. Boarded, though, by, that was number 10, Yankee. Not able to finish, though. And ball back to the Comets. And here is triple teamed is Rosie Waymeyer, and then she is fouled. And that is a foul on Josie Holtz, her first, team second. Actually, team first, so both teams with 1 foul in the game. Nickel taking the ball out. Down low, nice pass, found Rosie Waymeyer with the cut. Her first 2 points. And a quick timeout there by Coach Solaric for Oconto Falls. We are going to do the same. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner and experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
We are back here in Waupaca, 8-6, Oconto Falls over Waupaca. 11 minutes left to go in this first half. Oconto Falls out to a quick 8-0 lead. Comets with 6 unanswered. Come back in this game. Bouchard again, as I mentioned before, gets her hands on everything, knocked out of bounds off of Bouchard, so stay with the Panthers. Holtz over to Shallow. Over to Gorman, back to Shallow. Get Shallow leading scorer for Oconto Falls, averaging about 15 a game. Comets again using that nice, they're definitely doing a lot of pressure up top. A Shallow able to drive. Nice job keeping composure and finishing at the rim for her first points of the game. Bouchard over to Whittle, back over to Kling. In the corner is Josie Nickel for another shot. No good. Boarded though by Waymeyer. Up, cannot finish on the offensive board. And ball does fall back to the Panthers. Here comes Holtz. Shallow with the ball back over to Holtz. Holtz with the drive. And that's number 12, Briley Gorman for 3. No good. Board by Bouchard. And she'll take her time coming up the court on this one. Long skip pass over to Kling, almost stolen. Able to get it to Waymeyer in the middle. Nickel again in that corner. And nice shot up and good for Josie Nickel. That's 4 in the game. Brings the Comets within 2. Ball in the corner to Holtz. Kicks it over to Shallow. Shallow again on the wing. She drives and going to get called for a travel. So turnover ball back to the Comets. Number 5, Otto, and number 10, Yankee in the game for Oconto Falls. Corn in the game for the Comets, and Comets are going to have a timeout. So we, again, will do the same. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
The local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca, has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
And we're back here in Waupaca. Comets taking the ball out, and they are going to be pressured here by Oconto Falls. Both of these teams definitely using some pressure on the defensive side of things. Full court, half court, both kind of dropping into some sort of a zone as well. So Comets able to get out of it. Pass it down to Josie Nickel down in the low block. Makes a move, up, no good. Ball back to Bouchard up top. Kling over to, that was AJ Corin. And we're going to get a 3 seconds call on Josie Nickel. So turnover on the Comets, ball back to the Panthers. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. And a turnover there by the Panthers, so ball now back to the Comets. 8.5 minutes left to go in this first half. 10-8, Panthers over the Comets. And ball stolen by, that was number 20. Lige not able to finish though. Comets get the ball, come back. Have Josie Nickel wide open down low, not able to grab the pass from Haley Bouchard off of her fingertips and out of bounds. So both teams not able to convert on some wide open chances there on those last two possessions. And the Comets going to trap in the corner. I think that should have been an over and back unless the ball was tipped. Holtz with the ball over to Maloney up top. That should be a travel. Actually, that is number 12, Riley Gorman. Took an extra step on that one. Shallow back in the game for Oconto Falls, as well as Maddie Maloney. AJ Corin with the ball for the Comets. Hands it off to Taylor Kling, and ball then tipped and stolen. And here comes Maloney with the ball over to Shallow. Wide open in the corner, three-pointer no good. Board knocked down to Haley Bouchard. And she'll take it up the floor. Over to Taylor Kling, back to Bouchard. Looking for Josie Nickel in the middle. Over to AJ Corin. And they do find Josie in the middle now, this time over to Whittle. Deep three by Haley Bouchard, no good. Board, that was number 10, Ella Yankee. Holtz up top for the Panthers. Comets again dropping into that zone. Looks like some sort, either 2-3, 2-1-2, something like that. Holtz with the shot, up, no good, just falls off the rim. Boarded by Ava Whittle, and then she is fouled. And that's a foul on Lilia Lige. Her first, team second. Into the game, or back into the game, Razi Waymeyer. Into the game for Taylor Kling. Pass over to AJ Corin, almost stolen. And then she stepped on the line. So turnover Comets, ball back to the Panthers. Chris Holenbeck is your trusted American family insurance agency in the greater Waupaca area. Their team will closely work with you to build a dependable insurance package that will meet your needs and fit within your budget. That's Chris Holenbeck in downtown Waupaca. All over in the corner to Holtz, looking for Shallow in the middle, not able to find her. And then she knocks the ball off of her knee, out of bounds, back to the Comets. So we've been stuck here at 10-8 for about the last 5 minutes of this game. No team able to really get anything going offensively yet. Bouchard up top over to Corin. Back to Bouchard. Over to Whittle, they find Waymeyer in the middle, and she is fouled, looks like by Holtz, Josie Holtz, her second, team third. Nickel taking the ball out of bounds. And Waymeyer able to get position and got her defender on her back, and then is fouled as soon as she catches the ball, and that's number 20, Lige, with the foul, her second, team fourth. So Comets really using that out-of-bounds play really well. They've had Waymeyer had a wide-open layup attempt earlier and then able to get that. Now this time does not work, and Shallows takes the ball up, no good. Knocked over to Holtz, then taken by Haley Bouchard. She's going to go up for the layup attempt, no good. But rebound by AJ Corin, and she gets fouled. Bouchard goes tumbling. Foul on number 21, Josie Holtz. That's her third, team fifth, so she'll come out of the game. Number, looks like 23, Neela Horkman coming in for Josie Nickel. Shot up, no good. And board by Maloney. She'll bring the ball up the court for the Panthers. She'll kick it over to Shallow with the drive. Nice drive up, no good. Not able to finish the layup, but able to come back in, knock the ball out. Enough where Haley Bouchard then called for the foul. I believe that's Haley's first, team second. Lots going on in this game, just not a lot of points. A lot of missed opportunities for both teams. Multiple layup attempts, just not able to finish. Josie Nickel with the steal. And she'll kick it over to Bouchard, who will take the ball up the court for the Comets. Over to Whittle in the left wing. Back to Bouchard. Back to Whittle. Again, both teams running a zone on defense. Bouchard with the drive. No good on the runner attempt. Waymeyer, though, with the rebound. Back up and in for Rosie Waymeyer. Rosie does a great job of getting position down low for rebounds and does about 90% of her scoring from down on the low block as well. And this time she is called for the foul. And I think they're going to call on the floor. So non-shooting foul. That's the Comets' third, Waymeyer's first. Maloney taking the ball out for Oconto Falls. And she will throw it out of bounds. So tie game here in Waupaca. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this first half. Josie Nickel with the ball, passes it over to Whittle, throws it over to AJ Corin. Back to Bouchard up top. She'll drive, little jump stop, up, no good. And this one knocked out of bounds by Oconto Falls, so will stay with the Comets. Say cheese at the Gouda Life in downtown Waupaca. Dozens of cheeses and local delicacies mixed with other assorted local grocery items makes the Gouda Life a must-stop next time you're in downtown Waupaca. That's the Gouda Life on Main Street in Waupaca. Shot up, no good by Whittle. Boarded by Oconto Falls. And then another nice stolen ball by Josie Nickel. Bouchard will try to drive and get doubled, pass it over to Nickel. Nickel with the drive up and no good, but she is fouled on the way to the bucket. And that was on number 10, Ella Yankee, her first, team sixth. Josie Nickel to the line for 2. Trying to give the Comets their first lead of the game. First free throw up and good for Josie. Gives her 5 on the game. Leading score, actually her and Maloney are both tied for leading scorer, both with 5. Second free throw up, no good. Boarded by, that's Yankee. Shallow taking the ball up the court. Over to Horkman. Shallow up top. Maloney with the drive. And I'm going to say, I don't know what they're going to call on that one. And they just decided to call nothing. Probably for the best. Could have gone either way. It could have been a defensive foul or travel. Comets look to settle things back down here. Bouchard with the ball up top. She'll take the long 3 and hits it. And quick timeout there by Coach Solaric. We again will do the same. We'll be back in just a little bit here on Zaleski Sports.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
As I was just commenting to Gus to my left, this is a quick game. There haven't been very many fouls early on. Now there's 9 total in the game. 6 for Oconto Falls, 3 for Waupaca. But we only have just over 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Just feels like it's flown by. But Josie Nickel, that was, I believe, just the 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So that's, I think, part of the reason why it just feels like it's flying. Maloney with the ball now for the Panthers. Over in the corner where she's trapped, and she throws it, and that should be... They're claiming it was tipped. I didn't see a tip, but I guess they are calling it a tip. Maloney now with the drive. Up, no good. Gets her own board, though. Up and good. Nice follow there by Maloney. Gives her 7 in the game. Waymeyer down low. She'll get the layup attempt up and good for Rosie Waymeyer. 16-12 Comets over the Panthers. Again, that trap in the corner. And this time she walks. So they do call the travel. Turnover on the Panthers. Ball back to the Comets. Kylie Thompson and Briley Gorman back in the game for the Panthers. Bouchard over to Nickel with the drive up. No good. Not able to get her own board. Here comes Shallow with the ball. Thompson with it back over to Shallow. Against Comets using that zone up top to really prevent the Panthers from any long distance shots. Maloney does have a 3, but that was early in the game. I don't think they've even had an attempt, hardly any attempts after that. And then we have a double dribble that was on Gorman. So again, another turnover by the Panthers. Comets with the ball now. Nickel taking the ball out of bounds. Gets it to Bouchard. Kling over to Nickel. Nickel hits Whittle in the corner. Oconto Falls really trying to tighten that zone up, try to keep ball from finding any of the Comets players in the middle, which is allowing the Comets with some open three-point attempts. They just have not been able to convert on many. So now Whittle taking the ball out of bounds. Haley Bouchard with on the wing, drives in, shot up and good for Bouchard. Gives her 7 in the game. 18-12 Comets over the Panthers. Maloney passes it over to, and we're going to have another travel on the Panthers. So Comets really doing a great job of using that press and that zone to cause all kinds of havoc and turnovers by the Panthers. Ball over to Kling, who hits Bouchard up top. Just about a minute left to go in this first half. Kling with the three. No good. Whittle not able to get the rebound. Ball back to the Panthers. Comets dropping back into that. Looks like, again, a 2-3 zone. Or a 1-2-2. Ball out to Shallow. Ball down low to Maloney. Shallow with the drive, stop, no, up, no good. And Nickel not able to keep it in, so ball does go out of bounds off of Josie Nickel. Will stay with the Panthers. 29 seconds left to go in this first half. Comets using that 2-3 zone again to even out of bounds play. Maloney with the ball now. Kicks it down low to Shallow. She'll drive and fouled. I believe that's going to be on Josie Nickel. Yep, yes it is. And that is her second, team fourth. So 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Up top to Maloney, thinking about the deep three. Down in the middle to Shallow, she'll kick it out. And Bouchard with the steal, 8 seconds left. Bouchard, as soon as she stole that ball, she looked up at the clock to make sure she had enough time, and she did. We're going to have a long three off the front of the rim is Maloney. No good. So going into halftime, Comets 20, Panthers 12. Bouchard leading the way with 9. Maloney then with 7 for the Panthers. And that'll do it for us heading into halftime. So we're going to take a couple-minute break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes to go over some more of the stats of the game as well as some of the scores around the area. So we'll be right back here in a few minutes on Zaleski Sports.
Big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Doll Auto, simple.
Stop in at Shindig in Waupaca for your number one stop shop for everything sweet. Find endless candies, cakes, games, treats, crafts, shaved ice, cotton candy, popcorn, movies, and more. It's the perfect place for your next party or day out with the kids, and the wide variety means everyone is sure to find something their taste buds will enjoy. There's interactive gaming right on the floor to get the kids and parents alike jumping and laughing. Take a break and treat yourself at Shindig in downtown Waupaca on Fulton Street, or find them online at shindigitywaupaca.com.
And we are back here in Waupaca at halftime score 20-12, Comets over the Panthers. And leading scorer for the Panthers, or for the Comets, we have Haley Bichard with 9. And then we have Rosie Waymeyer with 6 and Josie Nickel with 5. For Oconto Falls, leading the way is, let's see, we have Maddie Maloney with 7, Josie Holtz with 3, and Riley Shallow with 2. Both of these teams are going to have a pretty good-sized break after this game. Comets don't play again until December 30th, so in 10 days they will be at Winneconne. And Oconto Falls, their next game will be December 28th at Oconto. So both teams, again, nice long breaks after this one to get a little bit of rest, get healthy, a little bit way in the season. Always nice to have that little break for both of these teams. Just have a couple scores from around the area for girls basketball. That Zaleski is carrying Spash. Big lead over DC Everest, 26-3. And Marshfield up 34-10 over Wausau East. So with that being said, we are going to, again, take another couple-minute break. When we come back, we'll be about a minute before the start of the second half. So we'll be right back here in about 5 minutes on Zaleski Sports.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Everyday Hometown is Waupaca's locally owned department store with an exceptional variety of everything you need, from pet care and personal items to hardware and tools, from furniture and home decor to paint, toys, and so much more. At Everyday Hometown, you can always expect excellent customer service with a smile and plenty of help finding just what you need. They're a dealer of bad boy lawnmowers, and having everything under one roof saves you time and money. Shop local and buy local at Everyday Hometown on West Fulton Street in Waupaca.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate,
Call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner and experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Q in Waupaca.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
All right, we are back here in Waupaca. About 50 seconds left of halftime until the start of the second half. Comets up 20-12 over Oconto Falls. Again, both teams same record in the conference. They're both 1-3. Comets are 2-6 overall. Oconto Falls 3-5 overall. So both teams sorely need a win to get themselves back into contention in the conference. Again, leading scorer in the game, Haley Bouchard for the Comets. Maloney then with 7 for Oconto Falls. Waymeyer with 6, Nickel with 5, Holtz with 3, and Shallow with 2. All right, and we are ready for the start of the second half. Comets will have possession. So Haley Bouchard will start with the ball up top. She'll kick it over to Kling, and Nickel in the corner. Back to Kling. Good defense to start this second half for Oconto Falls. Passes it out to Kling for the 3, no good. Waymeyer, though, does come down with the ball. I think she's going to be tied up, and she is. And possession will go over to Oconto Falls. For all your propane needs in Waupaca, Wautoma, Princeton, Fremont, and surrounding areas, turn to L&L Propane, specializing in propane, tanks, new installation, filling, repairs, moving tanks, and more. That's L&L Propane in Waupaca. Shallow bringing the ball up the court. Over to Ligier. Back to Shallow. Otto with the ball over to Yankee. She'll drive up. And good for Ella Yankee, her first points of the game. Bouchard with the ball hits Waymeyer in the middle. She'll drive up, no good. And here comes Maloney with the ball. Over to Shallow. She'll drive. Layup attempt up, no good. Josie Nickel with the rebound. And over to Bouchard, who will bring the ball up the court for the Comets. Bouchard now will step in, take a 3. Might have been tipped. That was a laser. But yeah, I think it was tipped on its way. Pass down low, up and good for Lige, her first points of the game. So Oconto Falls cut the lead in half, 20-16. Comets over the Panthers. Bouchard up top over to Kling. She'll step into a three. Just off the front of the rim, no good. Board by Maloney. She'll kick it over to Otto. Otto stolen by Whittle. She'll go with the layup attempt up and good for Ava Whittle, her first points of the game. Takes the lead to 6 for the Comets. Comets again into that half-court press. And they are able to force Shallow down low, and then ball thrown out of bounds by Otto as she goes to the ground. Turnover. Ball back to the Comets. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Again, both teams running that some sort of zone. Comets a little bit more of a pressure on theirs as soon as the ball handler gets to the top of the zone. This time ball thrown out of bounds off of Ava Whittle. Turnover, ball back to the Panthers. Again, after the game, we will have the Waupaca Foundry post-game show where I will be interviewing the winning coach as well as a player from the winning team. The drive, ball blocked by Rosie Waymeyer. And here comes Bouchard coming down the floor. She'll drive a little step back. No good. Maloney with the rebound. Looking for Shallow. She has it. Three-point attempt now by Otto. Up, no good. Board by Rosie Waymeyer. And she'll get the ball over to Ava Whittle. And timeout, Coach Shear for the Comets. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll be back in 60 seconds here on Zaleski Sports.
In the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
And we are back. 14 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this second half. 22-16 Comets over the Panthers. Comets with the ball. Haley Bouchard up top. Over to Kling, back to Bouchard. Over to Whittle. Looking for Waymeyer in the middle. They find her. She gets almost quadruple teamed. And then is fouled. And that... Josie Holtz, her fourth. She had 3 in the first half. Team first. Whittle gaining possession. Kicks it out to Bouchard. Long, deep 3, and she hits it. Wow, she was 5 feet beyond the three-point line on that one. She hits the 3. Comets back into that half-court press. And ball almost stolen, but Shallow able to keep it up, no good, but then fouled by Rosie Waymeyer. So Riley Shallow will go to the line for 2. And that was Rising Waymeyer, her second team first. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Shallow, first free throw up and good. And second free throw attempt up and good as well, giving Shallow 4 on the game. Nickel with the 3, no good. She's been open in that corner, but just not able to convert that one, a little off. Maloney with the rebound takes the ball up the court. Down low to Shallow, able to get some space, up and good is Riley Shallow, giving her 6 on the game. 5-point game now here in Waupaca. Finding Waymeyer down low, back to Whittle. Comets really moving the ball well, finding Nickel wide open. Not able to convert, and then we're going to have a tie ball. Yep, tie ball. And possession arrow will keep the ball with the Comets. Nickel almost stolen, and then is stolen by Riley Shallow. Riley with the drive. Nice move. Go up and around the defender. Shallow with the last 6 for Oconto Falls. 3-point game here in Waupaca. Kling with the 3. No good. Board to Maloney, and she'll take the ball up the court. And she'll step back for 3, trying to tie the game. No good. Waymeyer with the rebound. Whittle with the ball, over to Kling, back to Whittle. Another deep 3 by Haley Bouchard, up and good. Bouchard really hitting those 3s now. She's hit 3 deep 3-point attempts in this game. Shallow down low again, but this time is going to get called for a travel. AJ Corrin in the game for the Comets. And Josie Holt back in with her 4 fouls for Oconto Falls. Corrin back over to Whittle. Whittle with the drive, up, off the backboard, no good. Boarded by Waymeyer, though, puts it up, and almost an N1, but it rolls off the rim, sending Waymeyer to the line for 2. And this one by Maddie Maloney, her first, team second. First free throw attempt off the rim and good for Waymeyer. Fleet Farm's layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Learn more about Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. Second free throw, no good, but then the rebound by Whittle, but she throws it out, and Shallow does grab the ball for the steal. And she'll drive it, pick up her dribble. Shallow again up top. Maloney now with the ball. She'll throw it down in the middle, back out to Holtz. She'll try the 3. No good. This time Bouchard takes the rebound, and she'll bring the ball up the court for the Comets. Nickel in the corner. Bouchard over to Corrin. Whittle in the middle to Waymeyer. Another deep 3, and she hits it. Another one. Bouchard cannot miss in this second half. She's 3 for 3 on 3-point attempts in this second half. Holtz with the drive is then fouled by AJ Corrin. So Bouchard up to 18 in the game. I think she's hit 4 threes. And we have a timeout on the floor, this time by Oconto Falls. Full timeout, so we will do the same. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
We're back here in Waupaca. 10.5 minutes left to go in this game. Comets up by 10, 32-22 over the Panthers. Holtz up top over to Maloney. Actually, that was, and then stolen here by, that's Ava Whittle, but not able to complete the layup. But Bouchard able to get the ball back, and she finishes. Giving her 20 on the game is Bouchard. Here's Shallow with the drive. Tries to kick it over to Yankee. Ball thrown out of bounds. Turnover, ball back to the Comets. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open nightly now through New Year's Eve. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. And we're going to have a timeout, it looks like, by the Comets as Whittle was being tied up. We'll keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout. So again, just talk about Haley Bouchard. She is on fire in the second half. She had, I believe, 7 at halftime. And now she is up to 20 on the game, leading all scorers by a wide margin is Haley Bouchard. Bouchard starting at point guard as a freshman 2 years ago, now as a junior. She is the do-it-all for the Waupaca Comets. Scoring, defending, ball handling, all of it. Her brother Riley was a phenomenal player. He graduated last year as a senior and was also a great player for the Comets. Are able to find Bouchard. She'll do a little step back runner and up and good. Again, as I just mentioned, seems like she can't miss. So the Comets are going to do everything they can to get her the ball. And here is a steal by Ava Whittle. And she'll get it over to Waymeyer, who will drive up and good by Rosie Waymeyer. Comets high flying here in the second half. Using that press and that zone to their advantage. Getting lots of turnovers and lots of steals. And ball out of bounds, another turnover by Oconto Falls. So again, ball back to the Comets. Bouchard bringing the ball up. And they're looking for her again. Oh, and the nice backdoor cut by Taylor Kling. Nice pass by Josie Nickel, and Kling with her first points of the game, giving the Comets an 18-point lead here in Waupaca. Shallow with the ball in the left corner. Back to Holtz. Holtz over to, I believe that's Maloney for 3. Off the rim, no good. Ooh. And foul there by Ella Yankee. Team third, her second. So consider that another turnover. And Bouchard again bringing the ball up the floor for the Comets. She'll find Nickel again. And she's looking for Bouchard. They're looking, oh, that's a double dribble. Yep. Turnover on the Comets, ball back to the Panthers. She knew it as soon as she did it. Holtz taking the ball up the floor for the Panthers. For too shallow. Shallow now on the left wing. Trying to find, that's Yankee down low, not able to finish. And board by Whittle. She'll get the ball out to Bouchard. And here's Taylor Kling with the drive over to Waymeyer. She'll find Bouchard, who will drive and then find Waymeyer wide open down low. Beautiful pass by Haley Bouchard. And another timeout by the Panthers. And this time we will do the same. So we'll step aside. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Everyday Hometown is Waupaca's locally owned department store with an exceptional variety of everything you need, from pet care and personal items to hardware and tools, from furniture and home decor to paint, toys, and so much more. At Everyday Hometown, you can always expect excellent customer service with a smile and plenty of help finding just what you need. They're a dealer of bad boy lawnmowers, and having everything under one roof saves you time and money. Shop local and buy local at Everyday Hometown on West Fulton Street in Waupaca.
And we're back here in Waupaca. Comets can't miss right now. Up 20. They've been just, hitting every shot that's possible in the second half. Haley Bouchard leading the way with 22 in the game. Holtz bringing the ball up the court. Find Maloney in the middle. She'll drive and then is fouled. And I think they're going to get on, I believe, Rozzy or maybe AJ Korn. Nope, Rozzy Waymeyer with the foul. That's her third. Team third as well. Holtz with the ball up top. And Comets in that 1-2-2 zone. And Bouchard with the steal. And here she goes with the jump stop up, no good. Not able to finish. Nice defense by Holtz, able to stay with her. Shallow with the drive. Maloney with the three, and good is Maloney, giving her double figures, 10 on the game for Maddie Maloney. AJ Korn now with the ball. She'll throw it over to Taylor Kling. Kling finds Bouchard on the move. She'll drive over to AJ Korn with the three, no good. Board by, I believe that was Neela Horkman. Oh no, I apologize, that was Ligier. And here's Yankee with the drive, no good. Able to keep it though. And Maloney with another three off the board, no good. And Bouchard with the rebound. 6.5 left to go in this game. Bouchard up top. Oh, stolen by Shallow. And Shallow will go all the way with the layup attempt up and good, giving her double figures. So both her and Maloney with 10, bringing the Panthers within 15. Here comes Taylor Kling over to Nickel. She'll drive over. Nice pass to Rozzy Waymeyer down low. And she'll go up and good, giving Rozzy 13 in the game. Her and Bouchard, the two in double figures for the Comets. Trying to pass the ball down low. No, don't find the open girl, but Shallow does keep it. Gets the ball over to Maloney, and Maloney with another three, giving her 13 in the game. 14-point now game in Waupaca. Kling with the ball. And she'll drive over to Corrin. And now back to Bouchard. Almost stolen by Shallow. Bouchard able to keep her dribble. Passes it down low to Waymeyer. She'll go up and fouled. And that was a foul on Ligier. Her third, team fourth. 5 minutes left to go in this game. Briley Gorman and Izzy Otto into the game for Oconto Falls. Bouchard gets the ball, floater up, and no good off the rim. Here comes Otto with the ball. Kick it over to Shallow. Shallow with the drive. Good defense by the Comets. Able to keep her out of the lane. Shallow has tremendous quickness, is able to really move down low. Even though she's not the biggest player in the world, but she's able to use that speed and quickness to get around players bigger than her. And nice pass there by Maloney, trying to find Gorman. Gorman just not able to finish, but a beautiful pass. Ball now over to Josie Nickel. She'll get it back to Kling. Kling kick it over to Corin. Kling now up top. Ball over to Bouchard now. Over to Nickel. She'll try the runner. No good. Ball then knocked out. And here comes Josie Holtz with the ball. She's going to drive all the way. No good, but foul. I think they're going to call it on the floor, though. And that's a foul on Haley Bouchard. Cast your own future at Waupaca Foundry, now hiring for a number of open positions with a great environment and the chance to work your way up the ladder and truly build your career. Cast your own future at jobs.waupacafoundry.com. And they leave Maloney wide open. The only player you really cannot leave open like that for the Panthers, and she hits another three, giving Maloney 16 on the game. It's going to cause the Comets and Coach Shear to take a timeout, which, again, we will do the same. So we'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
And we are back here in Waupaca. Yeah, it's been a lot more exciting second half than it was first half. First half only had, I think, 32 combined points. And now we're already at 77 between these two teams with just under 4 minutes left to go in this game. Fast-paced, turnovers, steals, all kinds.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront.
And they're going to call a blocking foul on, I believe that's going to be Otto with the foul. That was tight. I thought they were going to call an offensive one on that one because she looks like she was pretty set. And Rozzy went lowered her shoulder right into her, but blocking foul called. So she'll go to the line for two. Waymeyer first free throw, no good. Rozzy with 13 in the game. Yankee back in for the Panthers. Second free throw up and good, giving Rozzy 14 in the game. Holtz taking the ball up for the Panthers. 3.5 minutes left to go in this game. 12-point lead for the Comets. And foul called. I believe that's going to be on Josie Nickel. Going to send Yankee to the line for two. Oh, actually, that was Ava Whittle with the foul. Her first, team fifth. So Yankee with the free throw, up and good. Second free throw attempt up, no good. This time boarded by Ava Whittle. And thrown out of bounds by Ava Whittle. Turnover by the Comets. Panthers still in this game, 11-point game, but 3 minutes left to go in it. So we'll see if the Panthers can claw their way back into the game. Pun intended. Actually, it wasn't intended, but. And up and good for Yankee, giving her 5 on the game and now bringing the lead into single digits for the Comets. Here's Ava Whittle with the drive. And turnover. And I think we're going to have a timeout called by the Comets. Crowd on this side for Oconto Falls wanting it to be not be able to be called because of the Comets not having possession. But we'll keep it here through this timeout. So yeah, we're looking at a 9-point game. Comets over the Panthers. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Leading the way for all scores, Haley Bouchard with 22. Maddie Maloney with 16. Rosie Waymeyer with 14. And Riley Shallow with 10. All of those players in double figures. Again, as I mentioned before, after the game we will have the Waupaca Foundry post-game show where I'll be interviewing the winning coach as well as a player from the winning team for our Waupaca Foundry postgame show. For a job that will ignite your career, apply today at jobs@waupacafoundry.com. That's jobs@waupacafoundry.com. And at Everyday Hometown in Waupaca, you'll find all your everyday needs under one roof. From furniture, lawn care, and seasonal products to sporting goods, automotive, grills, and decor. Find just what you need all in one place at Everyday Hometown in Waupaca. So 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. Comets with the ball. Josie Nickel would take it out on the side. Taylor Kling with the ball over to Josie Nickel. And that's going to be an over and back. Comets and head coach Rob Shear has to be frustrated by that one. That's just a giveaway to the other team. Holtz over to Shallow, back over to Holtz. Here's Otto on the left wing. She'll throw it down to Shallow for 3, no good. Josie Nickel with the board. And she'll find Ava Whittle streaking down the floor. She'll try to hit Bouchard, and then a foul called on Riley Shallow. That's Shallow's first, team 6th, I believe. So Comets will now be in the bonus for any more fouls. Bouchard, they find her and up and off the glass and in, giving Bouchard 24 in the game. Otto now on the left wing. She'll find Maloney cutting. Nice cut by Maddie Maloney. Up and good, giving her 18 in the game. Ooh. Physical play out there. Bouchard is able to get the pass, and now she'll drive and tries to kick it to Whittle, but Whittle not able to keep control of the ball. Again, now back to the Panthers. 9-point game, 1 minute, 34 seconds left in this game. Panthers have to score and score quick. Over to Otto. She'll try the 3. No good. Bouchard with the board. Again, Comets are in the bonus, so any foul now will send them to the line for a 1-and-1 if it's not a shooting foul. Here's Kling with the ball. She'll find Whittle. But Josie able to keep it. And here's Bouchard with the floater, up and good. I think that's going to about do it for this game. We're under a minute left. It is still in double figures. Shallow with the drive. And Waymeyer called for the foul. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Shallow to the line for 2. That's Rozzi's 4th foul in the game, team 6th. First free throw attempt, up and good for Shallow. Immerse yourself in a store filled with candies, treats, and toys right here at Shindig in downtown Waupaca. Kids and parents alike are bound to love this unique local gem. Visit Shindig on Fulton Street in downtown Waupaca. Shallow second attempt, up and good. Now Holtz will come out of the game, and now we're going to have a timeout. So we'll have a full timeout. We'll be back here in just about 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner and experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
And we are back here on Zaleski Sports. Might take a miracle for the Panthers to come back and into the game on this one. 9 points, it's 49-40 Comets over the Panthers with under a minute left to go in this game. And if it goes like it looks like it is going, I'll be down on the floor at the end of the game with head coach Rob Scheer for the Comets, as well as I would assume Haley Bouchard, who has had an unbelievable game here in Waupaca. She is leading all scorers with 26 and has barely missed in this second half. So Panthers putting on, and actually almost a quick turnover, which would have put them, again, would have been pretty important too if they were able to get that one and get the layup. Ultimately does lead to a tie-up, and ball will end up actually being a turnover to Oconto Falls. So 46 seconds left to go in this game. Again, 9-point lead by the Comets. Down low is Yankee, and she is up and good. So 7-point game. Here's Whittle with the ball. And we're going to get a foul, which will put Ava Whittle to the line for a 1-and-1. And that was number 5, Izzy Otto, her second, team 7th. So again, Whittle to the line for a 1-and-1. 35 seconds left in this game. First free throw up and good. And second free throw attempt up, no good, but Josie Nickel able to get the rebound. Gets it out to Kling. And a foul on Otto. And they're going to call an intentional foul. So it'll be, don't really remember exactly in high school if she gets 2 free throws in the ball back. I believe so. So first free throw up and good for Whittle. Second free throw attempt, no good. But then I believe that'll give the ball back to the Comets as well, which it will. So 27 seconds left and a 9-point game here in Waupaca. Throw it over to Nickel. And she'll get it over to Taylor Kling. And she'll drive, but then kick it out to Whittle. And almost stolen, and I think they're going to call an over and back. And they are. Bouchard thinking maybe it was tipped, but according to the ref, it was not. So turnover by the Comets. Ball back to the Panthers with 12 seconds left. 9-point game. Here comes Shallow with the drive. She'll kick it down low, and a free throw or a layup attempt up and good by Yankee. Waymeyer with it, and that will do it here in Waupaca. So Comets win 51-44 over the Panthers. Again, we will be back in just a couple minutes where I will be down with head coach Rob Shear and Haley Bouchard in Waupaca. So we'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports in just a couple minutes.
The mission at Waupaca Foundry is to provide all of the world with our great quality castings.
I think it'd be kind of hard to find this sort of environment working anywhere else. It's a little bit different than your typical factory setting.
People think that we just pour, we pour a few castings, but like here at Plant 1, we're pouring, 3,000 different parts.
There's a lot to learn, and it's fascinating. When I started and I said that to myself, well, if I don't give it a shot and I don't try out the job, I won't know if I actually like it.
I stay because of my team leader and my foreman and the guys I work with over there. They make it fun and easy and interesting. They're willing to help, they're willing to teach. They give you the time to learn.
As long as you show up, you do what you're supposed to, you ask questions, and you put your best foot forward, you literally can keep moving up.
One of the things that has kept me tied to the company is how do you feel? When you go every day to a place, you belong to a team, you have opportunity for growth, that's the right place to be.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
Waupaca has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. They sent me to school. I have an associate's degree now. I take pride in that because I've always wanted to have a college degree, and now I have it, and Waupaca supplied that to me.
I feel like we are an elite team that keeps this place running in Melton Iron, and I like to feel part of something bigger.
I enjoy working with everybody. I love being up here in Wisconsin.
It's like a brotherhood. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's looking out for everyone.
The people that make up Waupaca Foundry are just really genuine, hard-working people.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
We build a good sense of camaraderie with our teams, so it just allows for a more well-rounded and healthy work environment.
It's not just a job, it's a career.
What our differentiator is, Waupaca is a company, first it has a welcoming culture. So no matter what your background is, if you are coming, willing to do your job and contribute to the company growth and also growth yourself, you will find the right place.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process. It all matters.
Waupaca Foundry, it's one of the largest iron foundries in the world, and it's right here in Waupaca, and I love that.
Dan Nelson here with Zaleski Sports with head coach Rob Shear of the Waupaca Comets. Rob, what was your message to the team heading into this game against Oconto Falls?
Well, I think it's every game. We work on ourselves and we work on getting better. So it's grit, it's passion, it's heart. We play 6 girls, so it's hard for them to come out and play a full game. So we're just working on our conditioning, working on getting our legs because they got to play a lot of minutes and it's starting to show off, right? Our team's full of grit, so we're just going to keep getting better and better.
And then when you talk about that, finding your legs and everything, what was your plan going into the game today, running that zone and running that half-court press? It was very successful today.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of, in my opinion, we're kind of forced to play a zone with what we have. But I'm a pressure guy, so we've been working on these different types of little pressures, whether we pressure at half court or pressure in the corners, and we try to mix it up to keep the offense off balance a little bit. And worked really well tonight, and testament to these girls and their hard work. So.
And then talk about the girl to your right, Haley. What a phenomenal game she had today. And then not only that, but her experience, your first year as head coach, and then having her be a 3-year starter as a junior.
For sure, it's whenever you come a new coach and you have somebody that's been a 3-year starter, that's somebody you lean on, and Haley's lived up to it. We've asked a lot of Haley, and we tell her that all the time. We ask a lot out of you, and but she lives up to the hype, and she's a great ball player. And it's all. I mean, if I had 10 Haleys, we'd win a lot of basketball games. So and that's not a disrespect to the rest of our girls either. She is an excellent point guard. She sees a lot of things, and she makes big shots for us, and a heck of a defensive player too. So.
And then what's going to be your message to the team, knowing you guys have a good 10-day break here in between now and your next game?
Oh, I think it's just work on us, get better. I mean, that's been our mantra all along, is just work on us, get better, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, we have a good ball club here.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Nice win. All right, now we'll be joined by Haley Bichard, leading scorer in the game for the Comets. Haley, what was it like? What were you seeing, especially in that second half? What was the rim looking like in that second half?
Yeah, a lot of it goes out to my coach. In halftime, we talked about where the opening was, and I wouldn't have saw it if he didn't say it. So down the middle, I saw it getting downhill. And if I couldn't get a shot up, I had Rozzy and I had Ava to kick it out to. And then behind the arc, I definitely was kind of just hitting the first one. One pass, and then it was there. I was just feeling it in the second half. So.
And then talk about you again, as I was mentioning, as a junior, as a 3-year starter, as one of the leaders on this team. What's going to be your message to the team heading into this Christmas break?
Yeah, as a point guard, I kind of just know my role. I know that I have to lead the team. I have a lot of experience. I played with these girls for a really long time, so I'm definitely just if I can lead the offense and I can get them those looks, and then on the defensive end, I always have Rozzy, I have Ava talking to me behind me, so I know what's going on back there. So yeah, definitely just keep pushing. We don't have a deep bench, so yeah, definitely get conditioned and we'll be good.
All right, so we're going to do one last thing I'm sure you've probably done before. I'm going to hand the mic over to you, look at the camera, say, I'm Haley Bichard, and I'm in the house. I'll count you down from 3.
Okay. I'm Haley Bichard, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Haley. Great game. So that'll do it here in Waupaca. Dan Nelson with Zaleski Sports with Gus Olson. And with that being said, we hope everyone has a great Merry Holidays and a Merry Christmas as well. We'll see you next time here on Zaleski Sports.